Sounds great.
All right, so hello everyone. Welcome to the presentation on Canva. So I hope everyone can see my screen. Michael and Stephen, I hope my screen is visible and you can hear me. Thank you so much for joining in my today's Canva session. Before we begin, again, thank you so much for joining in, for sparing some time. And I'm hopeful that you will be learning new things from Canva today. Even Stephen, for your 4-year-old, I'm sure it's that simple that he can use also. It's that simple and user friendly. My 4-year-old, whenever I'm doing some of the projects, creating some social media content, so he's like helping me like this feature, like this template is very cool, so you can use this one. So also he helps me during that creation as well. So I would say it is very easy to use. So okay, so let's start with our presentation. So this presentation is licensed from Creative Commons. It can be shared like for non-commercial use only. So if you want to see, like, you can open up the link from Creative Commons and see that it is licensed as well. So let's move forward from here. I'm not sure if I have introduced myself as well. So my name is Nomanik Paul. So I'm teaching in one of the college as well as instructor. So and also I would like to acknowledge the land from where I'm giving this presentation, the traditional land of Musqueam and Skemish and Slil voted nations. So if you wish to share your land acknowledgements, please feel free to do that in the chat box. And during the presentation, if you guys have any questions, feel free to mention in the chat box. You can also unmute yourself or raise a hand. So whichever options works best for you, so that you can use. All right, so let's begin with Canva. What is Canva? So Canva is basically a very powerful graphic design tool, which you can use to create a lot of social media content. If you are an instructor, like majority of us we are, so we can use in our teaching materials. So we can also create websites as well, business logos, business flyers. So it is a multi-purpose one-stop shop for all of such uses. So as you can see, this is the main interface, is the first landing page of Canva, as you can see on your screen. Let's start with the 4 E's. So for me, this tool is very fascinating. It is very visually appealing. So whenever I use it, so it gives me a lot of graphical options which I can use for my content. Uh, so so it is very intuitive, I would say. Like, you have a lot of drag and drop options. Uh, it is very simple and easy to use, very versatile, like a lot of options to use and utilize. So I would give you guys a tour of the platform. So let's go to Canva. So uh, I will show you some of the very exciting features. So basically that excites me whenever I use Canva. So I am hopeful that you will be using that one as well. So okay, as you can see, I would open up the home page first. Okay, so this is the home page. So you have a lot of options to select from for your like, you can create different documents of yours. If you are teaching, like, you can create a lot of teaching documents, teaching materials. You can create whiteboards, presentations. So as compared to PowerPoint, I would say and the platform is very easy to use for the presentations as well. Again, a lot of visually appealing features for the slides which you can create. So I would basically prefer using for the, for the presentations this tool for the Canva. And then you can create a lot of social media content, as you can see, uh, like you can create the business flyers as well. This is the edit button. So when you click the edit button, so you have these editing options, uh, a lot of templates which you can select from, as you can see on the screen, a lot of different styles. You can use different elements, as you can see on the screen, a lot of graphical options available, and then a lot of different text. And I would like to mention the text which it gives you it offers you a lot of text which I can't see on other platforms like PowerPoint, or even if you are creating some images, then Photoshop don't give you that sort of text, the styling, the font styling. So for me, it is very exciting when I have these sort of different options. So you can also create your brand logos, all of your brand, inventory, photos, and if you want to create some, the graphical designs on the mugs, on the t-shirts. So it is very easy to use to create those as well. And if you have some designs which you can upload, then it is very easy to upload from here. This upload button is here, which can be used to upload some of the images. And I would like to mention, if you are uploading some of the images, then it can also remove the background, which I use a lot often to remove the background. But again, if you uh, if you want to use this feature, so it is not available for free, which is the downside of Canva. Like it is only available in the pro version, so it is not available for free. So some of the users may find it very not very great to use. But again, a lot of free features are available as well, which you can use. But if you are using it on a very day-to-day basis for the business or for the teaching, then I will suggest the pro version. Otherwise, the free version is good to use for the rare occasions. All right, so these are some of the options available. And then if I go back to the home page, you can see a lot of options to create. These are the visual documents which you can create. For example, graphs and charts, presentations, and infographics. A lot of options available for infographics on Canva. So that can also be used. And okay, so this is photos and videos, which you can create and edit from here as well. Okay, and then if you want to print out, then a lot of printing options are available. As you can see, you can you can create your business cards from here, and then you can print out as well. And then labels, flyers, different designs for t-shirts and hoodies. So again, multi-purpose, one-stop shop for all of these features. So yeah, so this is very like it's a big platform. So we have a very limited time. So I will be keeping it very short and brief so that you have the all the details which are very exciting for me, and I'm hopeful that you can also use in your work as well. All right. So based on all of these exciting features, I have given it as A rating to Canva based on my research findings. As you can see, these are the references which I've used for my research work as well. So Canva is used in different schools and educational institutions as well, uh, to create the content for the teaching materials, and students are also developing and creating the content for their assignments as well. So different schools I checked in my research. So there Midbrook School, which is in USA, that is using the Canva very often for the students, and University of Philippines. There are little there are a lot of surveys available. Like Canva is used by a lot of students, and it is very easy and convenient to use. So based on all of this research, I have given A rating. Okay. So moving forward, the educate part. So educate part, as you know, it's very important. So a lot of tutorials are also available on Instagram or I'm sorry, Canva. So like step by step tutorials and procedures and are all the guidelines are available, which can be used to basically learn how to use this tool effectively. So a lot of community support is also available on Canva. A lot of group forums where you can post your questions, and people from other end they reply to you that how you can utilize this platform effectively. So different options are available if you want to use it in a very advanced level. So there is a learning curve involved, like you have to learn. So I would suggest if that is a case, so the tutorials can be used to check all of the details, so that that can help you to use it effectively. So based on that learning curve, I have given it B plus rating. So features are amazing, but due to the learning curve, this is a rating I've given it. So based on my research, as you can see, different references are used. Okay, I would like to show you one more thing in the Canva, which is from the education part. As you can see on the screen, education. So teachers and schools. So if we open this one, so a lot of teaching materials like you can create by using Canva, as you can see on the screen. A lot of fun-based activities you can create by using it. As you can see, icebreaker activity, uh, a lot of assignments, case studies, templates are ready to use available in Canva, which can be used as well to create your teaching material visually appealing for the students. And students basically find it very interesting. And if some fun is involved, then obviously they are learning and enjoying at the same time. So which is very good outcome of the teaching. Uh, so yes, so a lot of different teaching options available. Again, the downside is that some of the features are free, and some are paid. So if you want to use it in a very advanced level, so those features are again paid. Uh, but again, I would say I have given it a comparison as well. Like if you use some retail businesses for the printing or making the flyers, logos, websites, so again it is those costs are much higher on our very much higher side as compared to Canva. I believe Canva Pro is only $19 per month. So if the cost comparison with the retail stores, it is very less, I would say. But again, it depends on your use. If you are using it like on a daily basis or very often, so then only the pro version makes sense. Otherwise, the free version has a lot of features which you can use if you are not using it very often. All right, so let's go back to our slides. So any questions so far? If you have any questions, feel free, Stephen and Michael, if you have any questions, then feel free to ask. So
Uh,
um,
for sorry, Stefan,
no problem. Please tell me.
for the activities for Educate, you showed us some of the templates, the icebreakers. How have you found that in the classroom? Is it quite interactive or?
Very, very interactive. So I used some of the fun-based activities, this icebreaker activities. So Like it is very not it is not very time taking activities, like I would say 5 to 10 minutes. So it like that can give the very good, engaging part. That when we say active learning, so students actively learn from these activities. Not just it is visually appealing, students learn from it as well. So yeah, it is very good from if you ask me. Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right, so I hope that answers your question. So moving forward, the engage part of 4 is, so as you can see, based on all of its visually appealing images, a lot of customization and personalization options, a lot of options are there which can be used, which is very engaging. So uh, based on that one, and one more thing, if you are creating any content of yours, so that can be shared on other platforms, social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram as well. So it is very easy to use from that perspective as well. So based on all of these, I have given it rating of A. Based on all of these, the live tutorial which I've given you, it is very engaging for me. So these are some of the references which I've used for my research. And then I would move forward to the evaluation part. So again, Canva is working on their platforms. So they are introducing new features very often, making it more user friendly and enhancing the user experience. Constant improvements are there, and the price element. So they are continuously working on that as well. So they are making some of the features free, some of the features paid. The learning curve is also there. Like if you want to use it in a very advanced level, so you have to see a lot of tutorials. Uh, so that learning curve is involved too. Some users find it very easy to use, some users may find it difficult. So for those users, the tutorials are available, but again, the learning curve is involved. So based on that one, I have given it a rating of B rating. uh, so these are some of the references which I've used. uh, so Due to the learning curve and a lot of tutorials which needs to be watched before using the advanced level of features. So based on all of these, I've given it the B rating. So yes, so yeah, these are some of the additional references based on my research. Uh, all the features are easy to use, visually appealing, if I conclude, and some of the institutions are also using for teaching and creating some of the content. If we see, uh, I will just go back quickly. There are some features available for the business as well. So as you can see, education, business, a lot of options are available which can be utilized to enhance the user experience. So yeah, so these are some of the more references as I mentioned, and then I will move to the last part, which is if you guys have any questions, then feel free to ask.
I didn't have any questions. I just think it's a cool tool. I'll definitely have to check it out and play with it a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. So some of the features I also did not know. So like you can also create websites, which I did not know. So like these can be utilized in a very good way.
That was really good, and I very much like that you can share across platforms. That it's not just stuck on this. That I can see some like good future use for me out of.
Mm.
A question on the last E for evaluate. Uh, do you find it useful for your evaluation of your students, or is that somewhere that it lacks and you need a different tool?
Again, for that part, I would say it needs a lot of improvement. Like there is not too much communication. I would say the communication gap is there. Not too much communication options are available. So that's where it lacks a little. So that's where the other the learning, the LMS, if other platforms are available which can be utilized as well, the Moodle, which is very user friendly and very good for the evaluation part. So that's where Canva lacks a bit. So yeah, so that's where you can use other tools for the evaluation. But if you want to create the visually appealing content for the teaching, then it's a great platform.
Excellent. So sort of like you said at the start, a bit of an, not a bit, quite an upgraded PowerPoint.
That's right. That's right. So, in some of the areas, some other platforms are more advanced. But again, if you want to use the visually appealing things, then Canva is the great option.
Great.
All right. So thank you so much, guys. Stephen and Michael, you joined me today for this presentation. So that's where we will conclude for today. So thank you so much.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.